Hi guys, in this real-world example lesson, I will teach you on how to visualize the existing data using the bar charts in Pandas. This is extremely needed when your company needs a quick visualization of a specific data using its columns and values. So we could quickly visualize them by using the matplotlib, pyplot, or Seaborn libraries. Before visualizing the data, I need to import it, but before importing it, I will need to import the Pandas library here. It's Pandas PD. Then I can import the dataset by typing the pdf pd alias read csv, and here, after going one step back inside of the data folder, I will import this file name on site by country. Then I can do what? Visualize it by typing df head. Okay, we have imported our data here, and now in order to visualize it, first I need to do what? Import the libraries, but before importing it, make sure that you can install it by running the pap install matplotlib and pap install Seaborn, because we are going to work with these libraries in order to visualize it. Just make sure that you are just copying it and pasting it on one of your cells, preferably at the bottom, at the top here, at the top. Just a minute. I will cut it and paste it here and run it. I have already installed these ones. It's just a reference for you. And then after installing them, after running this cell, you could do what? Import those libraries here. Import it by typing the import. First I will import the matplotlib pyplot splt, and then I can import the Seaborn, import Seaborn as cns, right? And now I can run it and it will import all of dataset here, this one, and the libraries. And now you are ready to work and visualize your data here. First, I will try to group it and pick up some columns in order to visualize it. Let's say that I want to pick up the region and count column here. I will just try to group them up here, group by first region, then count will be, if I will not take the count and type in the sum here and click shift enter, it will pick up all the numeric columns here with this column, with the region column. And if I just add in what the specific column here, let's say that I want to pick up this one, count, I will just add in the count here, count, and close the bracket and run it, and it will pick up what? One column and the count for specific column, for region column. And now if I want to plot it or visualize it, I will just add in the plot and make it bar, because we are covering the bar here. In this lesson we are just to what? We are explaining the bar here, bar charts. Inside of the brackets I will type in the bar, and if I click shift enter, you could see that it would visualize it based on your values. This is the region column. The region column has these values here. To make it just visible from here, you could even say what values does it have without plotting it. Just a minute. Just get rid of them and run it, and you could see these are the values of region. These are the names, unique names, and these are the counts of them. We have just summed all these counts for specific unique values here and visualize it with the simple method called plot. But if I want to customize it and make some changes to this graph, to this chart, I can visualize it by another way. First, let's try to make it with the help of the PLT. What's the PLT? It's the matplotlib, this one, pyplot library. I will try to visualize it by them. But before visualizing it, as we have a region column here, I will get the unique values of the region column here by typing the df region, and then if I type in the unique here, click shift enter, it will pick up all these unique values inside of the region column, right? And I will define these all values to the, for example, countries or regions variable equals and print the regions, right? And now I have these values inside of this variable, and now if I want to print it with the help of the PLT, I will do what? Just type in the PLT and bar chart, bar, and then inside of the bar I will pick up what? First the regions, and as a parameter will be what? The values, and the values will be what here? Values equals to, if I just type in the grouped data here, df group by region count here, I will copy it up to the sum and define this to this variable like values here and print it out, values like this one. And now I want to print it out. The first parameter will be the regions here, these ones. Another will be what? This one, values, right? I'll paste it here. And if I just click shift enter, it will again do what? Print out the bar chart. The first ones will be the regions, these ones, the unique values of the region column. Another one will be the value, these values here, because it has grouped it and summed it and defined it to the values here based on this criteria. That's why this will be the second parameter. If I want to change the colors, I can even do what? Type in the color equal, for example, add in the list of columns for which they are going to be visualized, like the first, or they are going to be visualized repeatedly. If I just type in the blue, green, and purple, for example, purple, and click shift enter, you will see it will just visualize it continuously, blue, green, purple, blue, etc. Right, and now I can do what? I can add in the background, or changing the background of this chart by typing the PLT GCA, and type in the set, for example, set face color, right? And the color will be, for example, light gray, right? If I click shift enter, it will do what? Change the background of this chart here. And now I can do what? Add in the labels here, PLT, X label will be what? The regions, and PLT, Y label will be the values, and then the title will be what? PLT title will be total count, and if I click shift enter, you could see this is the title, this is the values, here the labels. Just refresh it. Okay, now these are the values, this is the title, and this is the regions are based on the X label, this one is the Y label, while this is the title here. I can do even what? Rotate it to a specific point, because we might have the long data here and they are going to be mixed here. In order to avoid it, I will just add in the plt xticks rotation. Sometimes it will be very useful to know. Click shift enter, plt x ticks, alright, ticks. Okay, and you will see that it has just converted its positions here. And if you want to avoid of this value or this array, you can just add in the plt show, and it will you will get rid of those lines here. And you can see we have changed their colors and everything here. I can just even explain this part of the parameters one more time, because if we are just call the dataset here, we don't have an index here. But if I try to set this index and then visualize it, I can even do it by typing df set index, right? And let's see that I want to set the region as an index here, region, and make it in place like true. Save it here in place. Sometimes you might have a data like this one. True. Click shift enter, right? And now if I just try to visualize it, index, and get all the unique items of the of our data set here, you can see that it will print all these unique values of the index position here. If I just print the data set, a region has been converted to the index. And now instead of this, I can even do what? Assign it to the regions, or the region 2, like this one, equals this index here, region 2, and copy it and paste it here instead of the region here, and visualize it again. You could see nothing will be changed because it has picked all these index positions here, index values, as the unique items here. You could even, instead of the region 2, add in the df index unique and call it. You could see there is no problem here. Here you could even add in the figure size by adding the plt figure, and fixed size will be equals to 6 or 8 here, right? And it will just resize this chart to a specific point here, right? And Seaborn also would work the same, but the difference here is just you are just adding the CNS instead of the bar. You are adding the bar plot keyword. Let's see that I want to visualize it, this data frame again, df. If I call it, I have this data frame and I want to visualize it with the Seaborn. Here I have an index region here, and I will add in the SNS bar plot, and then in the around brackets I add in the x equals to region, and y equals to what? Count, and then I can do what? The data will be data keyword will be assigned to the df data frame. If I click shift enter, it will say that couldn't interpret input because we have set this region as the index here, but we could even reset it by adding the reset index and then in place true equals true. Click shift enter, reset index, run it, and again call the data frame here, and you could see region has been defined to the previous condition. And now if I just run it, and you could see it will print it out as the column here, as the values and their specific items here. Asia has these kind of values, and etc. here. Okay, the titles, labels, again are assigned the same by adding the plt or SNS. Let's add in the SNS and x label, If I add in the region and check it, region, click Shift Enter, SNS has not X label, but if I just change it to the PLT, because we have do what we have done, we have imported the pyplot again, and if you want to just define the titles and X labels here, you can use matplotlib pyplot combined with the Seaborn, because matplotlib Python has a lot more kind of functionalities than the Seaborn. Y label again will be the count, and then title will be PLT title. Title would be what? The total count. And that's it. Click Shift Enter. You could see we have visualized our data with the help of the bar chart in two ways, with the help of the pyplot, matplotlib pyplot libraries, and the Seaborn here. This is a basic introduction and real-world explanation or visualization of your data. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching it. Subscribe to my channel. Have a good day. Bye.